I chase storms because ever since I've been a kid, I've been fascinated with the weather, and I love the beauty of what's out there. Just everything from watching storms evolve and grow, and just being out with other people who love the hobby, and it's just kind of the beauty of nature, I guess. I'll chase everywhere from locally right here in our own county within, half an hour from home, to everywhere from South Dakota to Texas, and really anywhere in between. Out in the plains, you just get those right ingredients that come together. Once in a while, those ingredients come together here in Wisconsin as well, but what we're really after are those supercell thunderstorms that are isolated, and those are fairly rare here in Wisconsin. Those ingredients just come together a whole lot more frequently out in the Great Plains. The spaces are wide open, and there's just something special about the way storms appear. The moisture is different, and there's just a combination of factors out there that just make them awesome and huge, and just photogenic, and just so many factors that go into chasing out west that's different than chasing here. We know the right side of the storms to go to, the safe side, if you will, the side that's most likely to have a tornado, and we'll position ourselves to, you got to kind of navigate the road network as well as the direction that the storms are going, but position yourself to be in the right place to see something. Some of the chasing in the media and even some of the movies from years ago really sensationalize a lot of that, what's involved in chasing, and honestly it's not like that all the time. I mean, there's a lot of time that's spent trying to figure out the atmosphere and what's happening, looking at models, and at the same time, sometimes you spend hours and hours driving and you don't see anything. Some of the technological items that we need, without question, I use my laptop to track, look at radar as well as look at the models and see what the weather is doing that day. And I have a camera, and I rely a lot on either my phone for navigation or good old-fashioned paper maps, which has become kind of a lost art. One of the things that's really been a neat opportunity for me is I've had a chance to drive for a company called Tempest Tours, where it's a tour-based company. They bring in interested weather guests from all over the world, everywhere from Australia to England to France and everywhere in between. We will load up in big white vans, 12-passenger vans, and we'll spend 8 to 10 days driving around the entire Great Plains looking for supercell thunderstorms, and to give these guests really what they're looking for, kind of the beauty of the thunderstorms out on the plains. I think one of the things that really has become more dangerous with chasing is, honestly, it's not so much the weather. If you understand what you're doing as far as the weather goes, you can really be as smart as possible in making choices to be safe. You know that the storms are in a distance, and you can know the safe side of a storm to be on. However, with if you want to call it the popularity of chasing, there's just a lot more people out there, and if you're not paying attention, you're paying too much attention to the clouds and the storm and not paying attention to the road. It's dangerous just in the sheer number of people that are out there and not paying attention to what they should be, and that's driving and being safe. A lot of people think that it'd be really easy to just go out and, hey, I think there's going to be a tornado, and so they go out. And honestly, that really is potentially dangerous if you don't understand the science behind the storm and the direction storms are going to go, how they're going to evolve. And when people try to get really up close, it's dangerous to do if you don't understand what you're doing.